So, a 17-year-old is shot and killed over a $2 beer. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. You might want to get those two things, combine them, make them into one. Feels like I'm working with the hearing impaired. My right ear. My ear goes in and out randomly while I'm sitting here. Only happens when I'm on camera. Must be something. I don't know. Let me leave it alone. So, yes, a 17-year-old was shot and killed by a 29-year-old over a $2 beer. $2 beer. A clerk in Memphis by the name of Anwar Ghazali, of 29 years old, will face 15 to 60 years in prison for shooting and killing a 17-year-old Dorian Harris. The 17-year-old didn't pay for the $2 beer, is why Ghazali shot and killed Harris. The situation occurred on March 30th, 2018. Ghazali fired several shots at the teen after exiting the building to follow the teen. The teen received 3 bullet wounds, which led to his death. Yes, him bleeding to death is the reason why. It's cause of death. So, body of the teen was found 2 days after the situation took place. Ghazali did not report the shooting or the theft of the teen. After he shot and killed, after he shot the teen, he walked back into the store and resumed selling to customers once back in the store. That was picked up on surveillance. A prosecutor stated the surveillance footage showed Ghazali didn't call police to report the shooting. He went on to serve customers. That's him right there. He didn't call anybody over shooting that teen. Supposedly Ghazali's gunshots when he aimed at the teen, right? The attorneys stated the shots fired by him were meant to be warning shots and not meant to kill the teen. That's what the attorney's argument. His intentions was not to shoot and kill the teen. It was just to warn him. And yet I'm thinking to warn somebody is to shoot in the air or shoot. Yes. Off elsewhere. You don't shoot a teen in the process and warning shots. That's not a warning shot. That's a shoot and aim and possibly kill, as in take a life right upon contact. That can never be considered, in my eyes, a warning. It don't make sense. Family of the teen has filed lawsuits against Ghazali. So yes, the teen, his family, in fact, filed a civil suit with that. Yeah, because see, if I'm gonna dear viewers, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you feel about this story. If I'm gonna warn somebody with use of a gun, I'm going to fire in the air like they used to do in the olden days. Like they used to say, I'm not gonna shoot directly at someone. I just can't. I can't really see that sort of thing, even in So it has to be more to the story. It in fact has to be more to this. Because see, environments such as the carryouts owned by the Arabs, you can tell that he is, right? The man that shot and killed that teen. It's to say many of them stores are more than likely in hood environments, as in ghetto environments is where I come from, right? So I've known and befriended Arab owners of carryouts. As in what you see while you're in the store and what takes place and what goes on, even thievery. As in being in the store and seeing people walk out, black males, and sometimes black females walking out with items without paying for them, right? But yet and still, that's to still say a person shouldn't have to die over a $2 beer. So it shows something's wrong with the mindset. Because see, I know Arabs, a lot of times they don't play that. There's issues oftentimes in which I have seen with my own two eyes how individuals come in the store, walk out with packages and all the rest, food and all the rest, out of a store owned by an Arab, which will make that individual, the store owner, possibly shoot somebody, because to deal with that too many times is to say, well, even that can lead to death. Too many individuals sporadically coming in and out the stores and failing to pay for stuff, and then you got a store owner standing there. That would in fact provoke some anger, right? But in my eyes, I'm still thinking you wouldn't want to shot and kill somebody over $2. But once again, who knows? I'm from the hood, I'm from the ghetto, so I know what these stores would involve in the level of disrespect for even black males, and at times black females that, argue back and forth with the Arab because he might not have given him or her their change. They're known to do that as well. So I'm saying it can go either way. And the fault, as in who stands at fault. As in what led up to what. Because to be a store owner and say that individual took it upon himself to walk in the store and steal a $2 beer to begin with, is to say he must have been real familiar with the store. You have all type of people that freely walk, come and go, that will even go into a store they never been in for the first time. I mean, they never been in before, and that's their very first time walking in the store. Some people are habitual in stealing, right? As in they're willing to take a chance with even that, right? And possibly lose a life, right? Who's to say with this individual or the victim, I'm saying. Or he might have been there on numerous occasions, and say him and the store owner might have bumped heads before, which is why that teen could be dead. Nobody knows, which is hard to say when you stand in the middle and try to see, well, how much did these two male figures make eye contact with with one another in the store? How many occasions did that happen? What type of words were exchanged? Because there's things that lead up to death, and sometimes people do shoot and kill just to shoot and kill because they feel, well, this is my store. I'm not gonna let anybody take anything out of my establishment, a business in which I established, right? You have black males, the black mindset oftentimes feel that they can take from stores owned by Arabs or Lebanese or Asians, right? There's black males and even black females that have the mindset that, well, you're in my environment, so this is owed to me, as in I'm privileged to have what belongs to you because you built your store in my environment. Thinking like that could lead to issues as well. Because just because my next door neighbor is in my neighborhood don't mean that I have the right and privilege to go and take what is in his place of living just because I live next door to him or her. That's never going to happen, right? So once again, what could the store owner have did or done to get the beer back without shooting the teen? Dear viewer, leave a comment in the comment section. What could the store owner have did or done? Could he have held the teen at gunpoint for the beer in place of shooting the teen? There's so many options with that in place of taking a life. What could have been done instead? Once again, could the store owner, could he have held the teen at gunpoint? Knowing he had the gun in the first place, could he have held the teen at gunpoint in place of shooting the teen to get the beer back. As in threaten him right there with the gun on the spot. Give me my beer back. That can oftentimes lead to disrespect as well. Because see, to know that the person walked out the store and to say he had to follow him is to say disrespect was there. The teen, I'm saying that teen disrespecting the store as well as walking, and then the store owner following him, right? Stuff like that always poses problems. Because to own something and have it taken away from you is to say whoever took it as and stole it feel that they're privileged to have, right, and yet they didn't pay for it, which is to say a store owner will possibly feel that store owner holds the right to shoot and kill you, because to not respect his establishment, the store owner, to not respect his establishment is to feel he don't have to respect you as well. That's sad, and yet that's how it happens. That's in fact how it happens in society, as in to think more wisely. You can't bring a person back from the dead, right? Their grave, and telling them that, right? But you gotta understand when it comes to say respect and taking, you don't know what that's gonna lead to. Possible death. Because any person that's thinking right, even a person that's not willing to shoot and kill, that might be the very first thing on their mind. That person don't respect me and mine's, so I don't respect them and theirs. I'm going to just shoot and kill them and let the beer crash and crumble to the ground with that, right? Despite them not paying for it, right? So for the store owner to shoot and kill the teen so easily, I said this already, it says and shows a lot about what he felt about young black males passing through his store. Something must, yes, once again, for the store owner to shoot and kill the teen so easily says and shows a lot about what he felt about young black males passing through his store. Something must have set the store owner into anger outside of the teen just stealing from the store. There has to be more to that. There has to be, yeah. And even when it comes to level of disrespect in the black community, as even that needs to be worked on. You can't just go in people's places and take like that. It could lead to anything, I'm saying. So, let me see. Yeah, because see, things lead to stuff. I know issues of how people, when they have issues, some people wait to shoot and kill a person. No telling about the teen how many times he has stolen things from the store, right? Sometimes people, in fact, do wait to shoot and kill you. And the stealing, if there's a habit of stealing from the same place, right? But to die over a $2 bill, $2 beer is a bit senseless, isn't it? Who wants to die over what can be paid for, but more than anything, a $2 beer? Leave a comment in the comment section, dear viewers, with that sort of thing. All type of stuff is happening in this world. You got where people would in fact shoot and kill over 50 cents. Nothing is unlikely, as in there's a high possibility for even anything to occur. We are in fact on investigationdiscovery.com. The ID logo stands in the far left corner. Live now is the Wonderland Murders. Audio visual preview, unlocked episodes. To receive an audio visual preview is to click the play button right here. You can in fact receive that audio visual, yes, preview within that. Add to watch later is to click the plus sign right here. You can scroll through these as well. And in reading that, my screen is much bigger. I like to change up my screen to make it big and small, because sometimes I don't like to see the same thing. I like to see a change up, as in movement. Just added to gain access. Yes, isn't a preview within here. Signing in, right? You have to provide who you're subscribed to gain access to that sort of thing. It's exclusive. That's why it's locked down like that. There's a few in here like that, not all. Unlock series. Yeah, my screen, I don't like my that's even when I don't like stagnancy, and I don't like static. See, this right here, this photo, how it's sitting here, this in fact is what you would call static. Not the writing, not the text, the actual photo itself that's sitting there and it doesn't move. That's in fact a static photo, for those that don't know. And yet to click that is to make things move. I like where things are moving all the time. So when I'm on social media, wherever any of my accounts are, I like to keep my posts moving, because I don't like stagnancy. I don't like stuff that just sit there and it doesn't do anything. Real life consists of evolving, as even movement should be there as well, right? Scrolling down, recommended for you. Shouts out to Lieutenant Jokinda as well as Paula. ID Go original series. Yeah, I have this infatuation. Please let it move. Is it movable? Can we make it move? Can something be moved? Because if not, it shows no evolution in the process with that, as there won't be. Because evolving consists of movement, even in the form of photographs and videos, right? Crime feed news. To gain access to the crime feed is to click right within here, and you would in fact be directed to the outside crimefeed.com, full of latest greatest murder and mayhem with that. To receive a newsletter from Investigation Discovery is to type your email address in and click next, and you would in fact receive a newsletter from the team Investigation Discovery. So once again, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think and feel about this story situation that has happened. What do you think could have been some other alternatives, as in what could the store owner have did or done in this situation? I was gonna say, what could the victim have did or done? Possibly buy. Because see, to not have $2 is not a lot of money, and yet it is, depending on the situation, as if you're deeply rooted in poverty, right? $2 is, but to not have that type of money is to say your focus should not be on beer like that. If you that deep, yes, if you're that deep in poverty, your focus should be more so eating in place of beer. See, the argument can point so many different ways in telling this story, because if a person doesn't have $2, maybe he just didn't want to pay. That could have been a cause and effect situation with that, right? But say if he was a person, individual, deeply, yes, in poverty, neglected, health with all that, right? It's to say you might in fact want to focus on gaining some funds in the area so you can eat more so than say stealing beer. That's never gonna work out, because to be drinking beer and be deep in poverty leads to poor health, teeth falling out and all the rest, right? Worse, kidney disease, liver disease, bile issues, right? I'm just saying, I had to throw that in there extra. If you can't afford the beer like that, you might want to leave it alone, because that's the question now. How much are you eating if you can't afford beer? Yeah, even the victim situation will have to be questioned even more with that. So I'll just leave you with that for your brain to pick apart. So that is all to be said for today, dear viewers. Enjoy your day, and I will, in fact, enjoy mine. And I'm gone.